More than 16 billion passwords were stolen in the biggest data breach in history. Could your password be one of them? There's a good chance that many of you watching right now have leaked passwords, whether for Apple, Google, Facebook, or Instagram accounts. Hackers can access them easily. So, how can you check if your password has been leaked? And if it has, how do you protect your account? How do you create a password so strong that no one can hack it? Let's find out in this video. Since early 2025, the Cyber News team has been tracking a major dark web leak. In June, they discovered 30 datasets with no password protection or encryption. Anyone could access them. They reported finding 16 billion login details, though this number may be inflated due to duplicate entries and old data from previous breaches. Still, even if the leak is smaller, the danger is real. If your password is exposed, hackers can break into your accounts, steal your identity, or misuse your name. They could blackmail your friends and family, try to access your bank accounts, sell your data on the dark web, or even blackmail you directly. Hackers generally use 4 main methods to steal passwords. The most common is phishing. Here, hackers trick you through emails, WhatsApp messages, or SMS, making you reveal your password. You've probably seen such emails in your spam folder, messages pretending to be from Facebook or Instagram, offering a blue tick if you click a link and fill in your details. But these emails are fake. The link takes you to a web page that looks real, but it's actually controlled by hackers. When you enter your username and password there, it goes straight to them. You might also get SMS messages claiming your bank account is suspended, asking you to log in through a link. The link may look like your bank's website, but it's fake, often with tiny differences in the name or URL that are hard to spot. If you enter your details there, you give hackers full access to your bank account. Phishing works by manipulating you into sharing information without realizing it. The safest way to avoid this is simple. Never log in using links from emails, SMS, or WhatsApp. Instead, open your browser, search for your bank's official website, and log in from there. The second method is called credential stuffing. Here, hackers use old data leaks like the one with 16 billion passwords. You might think a leaked Instagram account doesn't matter because you never use it. But hackers take that same username and password and try it on other sites like Facebook, Apple, or Google. Even if the password isn't exactly the same, it's often similar, and in many cases, it works. That's because most people reuse the same login details across different accounts. To stay safe, you should always use unique passwords for every website. And if you're wondering how to remember so many passwords, don't worry. I'll explain an easy way later in this video. The third method is called password spraying. In this technique, hackers test common passwords on many different usernames. Unlike normal guessing, they don't try multiple times on the same account, so the system doesn't lock them out. For example, imagine hackers have a list of 500 government email IDs. They try one common password, like America at 123, on all of them. If even a few people use that password, their accounts get hacked instantly. What makes this method dangerous is that it doesn't need phishing or data leaks, just trial and error, combined with the fact that many people still use very common passwords. The fourth method is brute force. In this attack, hackers try every possible password combination until they get the right one. Think of a suitcase lock with a 3-digit code. If you try all combinations from 000 to 999, you'll eventually open it. That's brute force. Hackers do the same, but with powerful software that can test millions or even billions of passwords every second. Short passwords, like 4 or 5 digits, can be cracked almost instantly. Longer passwords are harder, but you can't make them 100 characters long either. It would be impossible to remember. This is where the science of strong versus weak passwords becomes important. The strength of a password is measured in something called entropy. In simple terms, entropy means randomness. The more random and unpredictable your password is, the stronger it becomes, and the harder it is to crack with brute force. There's a formula to measure this. L is the length of the password, and N is the number of possible characters you can use. For example, if your password only has lowercase letters, like Iron Man, then N is 26. If you add numbers like Iron Man 123, N becomes 36. If you also use uppercase letters like Iron Man 123, then N goes up to 62. And if you add special symbols, it becomes even higher. So, the longer your password is, and the more types of characters you use, the greater its entropy, and the stronger your password will be. In the first case, the password Iron Man had only 32 bits of entropy. Changing it to Iron Man 123 raised it to 51 bits. Adding a capital letter increased it to 59 bits. But is that enough? No. Passwords below 50 bits are weak. Between 50 and 75 bits is reasonable. From 75 to 100 is strong. and above 100 bits is very strong. For example, Iron Man 123 can be cracked in just 0.17 seconds. And millions of people still use even weaker passwords. In the US, the most common ones include secret, 123456, password, and 12345. If you use any of these, hackers can break in instantly. Some passwords look complicated, like 1KZWSX, but this is just a keyboard pattern, and hackers know it. Such passwords can be cracked in under a minute. Why? Because before using brute force, hackers always try the most common passwords first. The same goes for passwords based on names. Many people use the name of a celebrity or worse, a spouse, friend, or child. But in the age of social media, all of that information is public. A name-based password can often be cracked in under 10 seconds. And since most websites require at least 8 characters with a mix of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols, people often add a birthday or phone number to the name. This might look strong, but it's actually very easy to guess. Friends, if you truly want a strong password, never use names, birthdays, or phone numbers. Instead, make it at least 12 to 16 characters long. Only after 12 characters does a password take more than a year to crack. Now, how do you remember such a long password? Here's the first technique, the first letter method. Think of a sentence you can easily remember. For example, my first laptop was a 2015 MacBook that I love. Take the first letter of each word, and you get. If you test this password online, it would take about 9 years to crack. And if you capitalize some letters like LA and L, the cracking time jumps from 9 years to 93 years. So try this method, but make sure to create your own unique sentence. Don't use the example I just gave. It can be about anything you like, not just laptops. If you don't like the first method, the second technique is using passphrase. Just pick for random, memorable words like tea, river, nature, truth. Even without numbers or symbols, such a password would take years to crack. But if you capitalize some letters and add symbols or numbers, it becomes nearly unbreakable. Along with this, always use different passwords for different websites. If one account gets leaked and you reuse the same password elsewhere, hackers can break into all your accounts. To remember your passwords, you can link one word in your passphrase with each platform. For example, Facebook is blue, the sky is blue. So you can link the word sky with your Facebook password. Use similar associations for Instagram, Apple, or others. In addition to strong passwords, take a few extra steps. Always enable two-factor authentication. Even if hackers know your password, they can't log in without the second step, like your phone, fingerprint, or an OTP. And remember, never share your OTP with anyone. Don't store passwords in notes apps or on paper. Use a password manager instead. Both iOS and Android have this built in, and it's secured with your fingerprint. And never use the same password for multiple accounts. Finally, how can you check if your account was part of a data leak? Go to haveibeenpwned.com. Enter your email ID, not your password. It will show you in which breaches your email and password were exposed. If your account appears there, change the password immediately, both for that site and for any account where you used a similar password. So, after watching this video, the first thing you should do is update the passwords for all your important accounts. And if you found this helpful, check out my other videos too. Thank you.